Alright guys, how's it going out there? Rooster and 10, roostercb.com. This is a really nice Texas Star 250 that's going up for sale. It has the fan kit on the bottom. I think this is a Beard Amps fan kit. Really nice setup. You can turn it on and off. To the right is going to be off and to the left is going to be on. The meter actually works in the amp, which I never really care about that. More of these Texas Stars than not, you'll get them when the meter doesn't work. That really doesn't matter to me, because who's really sitting there watching this meter when you're talking on it anyway. They've put some white LEDs back behind here, and it looks like all of them work except the power light. So I'm assuming they put new buttons on it, because as you guys see, this is just a regular DX250. It is not a 250V. And it's got a dial-a-watt button. Okay, well, these don't come with a dial-a-watt. They don't have a variable control on them. So I'm assuming they put new buttons on it and they just got the whatever buttons were available. But preamp does work. You know, sideband delay works. You can kind of tell by the light. The dial-a-watt is basically a low power, which we'll show you guys that here in a second. And that's how all these Texas Stars work. So even if they do have the variable power on them, your button here is always going to be a lower power setting, and so is the sideband delay. So when you put it on sideband, inevitably they do a little bit less power. Even though it is, you know, just acting as a delay, it does knock the power down some. It's a delay and a lower power setting. So that being said, we'll check it out here. It's got a BBI sticker on it. I guess at some time or another he worked on it. It's got Toshiba 2290 transistors in it, and it does have slightly upgraded wire coming out the back. Looks like, I don't know if that's 8 gauge or 10 gauge, something like that. But 14.7 volts, testing it with my Uniden here, and we'll show you how this guy does. We've got a 500 watt slug, so we're going to be looking at the middle scale. Turn it on. That would be nice if we turn the power on first. Hello, now this is PEP, okay? We'll just do PEP first, and we'll do all 3 stages on PEP, and then we'll go back to average on high. I figured it'd be easier just to do it that way. You guys can see it's getting close to 300 watts. Audio, check 1, 2, 3. Audio, check 1, 2, 3. And that does not surprise me at all, okay? The 2290s, whether they're the HGs or the Toshibas, are really stout. This happens to have Toshibas in it. This is going to be your green button pushed in, the one that's labeled dial-a-watt. Hello, check 1, 2, 3. Hello. It knocked it down just a little, but you guys see, not a lot. Maybe 275. This is going to be just the sideband delay button pushed in. Check 1, 2, 3, audio, and you can see a big difference there. So a little bit over 200, audio. And this is going to be both of them pushed in. So this is going to be your lowest power setting. Hello, check audio. So what, 150? So you got a lot of variation here. I mean, you got audio, check 1, 2, 3. Anywhere from 150 watts to almost 300 watts PEP. And now we're just going to do average power on the highest setting. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Hello. What, about 125, 130, maybe a bounce up to 150, but 125 to 130 pretty safely there. Audio. There you guys go. That's what she's doing, and this one is up for sale, guys. I'll get this one listed up on the website. roostercb.com under used equipment and specials. Texas Star DX250, the fan kit, Toshiba 2290s, and I did take a picture of the inside of it. So there will be a picture posted of the inside. I did take it apart. That way you guys can see how clean it is on the inside. Really, really nice amp here. All right, thanks everybody. Rooster and 10, roostercb.com. See you, bye.